Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to JT's Vending Services LLC's YouTube channel. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us today. I'm doing my daily devotional outside on my porch today. Um, I've been just thinking about how blessed I am and how much my life has changed um, after yielding my life to Christ and understanding that nothing that we do or can do for our children will ultimately prevent them from struggling in life. Um, since I've gotten out of the projects, got out of the hood, learned another language and traveled and did all these things, I've been focusing in the last few years on my finances and budgeting and learning more about how to be a good steward of what God has blessed me with. So within doing that, I've been showing other children and teaching other families and helping people and coaching people. But where it feels like I'm falling short is my own children, but more specifically, my son. I love my son with all my heart. He's a part of me. He is my legacy. That's what a man does. He wants to pass on something to his son that gives him that sense of his legacy is living on. Um, I think of it as, that's how I can live another 100 years, is teaching my son biblical principles about finances, and he knows how we live our lives, and he carries that to his children, and then his children, even after I'm dead and gone. My children will be able to carry on some of the things I've taught them. But with all of that being said, just I've been teaching them for the last 4 years, and about just how to budget. He knows the basics. He knows where money comes from. Money comes from work. He knows the three things you can do with money. Only three things in this world you can do with money. You can spend, save, or give. He knows this. And by him being in the middle of the custody case, custody battle that me and his mom went through, um, I have sole custody. He lives with me. He goes to school in a nice area, one of the more affluent areas of Memphis. Um, we got a nice house, nice neighborhood. He has his own room. They have their own upstairs. I don't go up there unless I'm going up there to clean. But, you know, he has all these material things, and he is choosing to follow them. And that's what bothers me. He is choosing to live a life of poverty. Um, because so he lives with us, he sees us teaching, coaching, he sees us running, doing vending machines, he sees us teaching people and kids. He met one of my students that I'm coaching now at Aldi's. He met her, and he gets to go over his mom's house, over his grandma's house, which his mom lives with her mother, and he gets to sit and play the game, and I mean play the game for hours, on like more than 24 hours at a time. Um, and he doesn't get to use his he chooses not to use his brain. So I called him this weekend. He called me this weekend and was showing me all the cool toys, and I said, okay, that's cool. The toys are fine. That's cool. But what have you done to exercise your brain? What have you done to learn something? What have you done to practice something that helps your brain grow? He said, nothing. And I reminded him, you can't trade. You're 13. You're 5 years away from being an adult. I've been teaching you for the last 4 years of your life. If you continue down this lazy path, you're going to end up in poverty. And sadly, I think that's what's going to happen. It's in God's hands what sticks and what doesn't. But the path he's going right now, he don't he don't he don't care about money. He don't care about budgeting. He don't care about anything other than toys. And he don't have many toys over here. He has a few, but he got in trouble at school and I threw all of them away. I took his bookshelf out of his room. I thought, you're going to act up in school? This is what you get. Nothing. Because if you act up when you get out of high school and you act up in the world, you're black, you're going to end up shot in the street by the police. You're going to end up killed by some other person that hates the way your eyes are, or you just at the wrong place. Something's going to happen where you're going to put yourself in a situation where you have to suffer. And sadly, in my brain, I've been, as a dad, you don't want your kids to suffer. You want them to struggle, but not suffer. So, sorry it's going on so long. I need you guys to put me in your prayers. I'm trying to be a good dad. I'm trying to be the dad that my dad was. But it feels like I'm failing, and I'm constantly, it's like I take a step forward and I get knocked back 2 or 3 steps. He goes over his mom's house, government housing, not government housing, food stamps and all this kind of, like, in the hood, essentially, just in the hood. I know, essentially in the hood. Where they live, there's not a single grocery store in that area because they keep robbing them. So they shut down all the grocery stores. So it's like a food desert. In order for them to get food and snacks and junk, they have to go to the Arabs, which are the little corner stores, the gas stations in the area. So he gets to go over there and do nothing, and he feels like he's free and he don't have to focus on nothing. But when he comes back, like, if you hadn't done anything, Trey, you hadn't earned money. So he gets to earn money by adding value to us, our business, or our family, and he gets to make money. But he still chooses, as of right now, just to do nothing. And I hate to see that path he's going down, because we know where it leads to. When he's 18 years old, he is going to want to get food stamps like his mom, government assistance, and live off the government, and he don't realize, like, that's not a way to live. But sadly, no matter how much I'm teaching him and what I'm doing, he'll find out the hard way. So, sorry about that whole intro. I'm doing the best that I can to be a good dad. So, with all of that being said, guys, let's jump into our daily devotional. This daily devotional is for October 21st, and it's entitled "When a Storm Isn't Really a Storm." Praise the Lord, my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Psalms chapter 103, verse 2. Not all the things that we view as problems are really problems. Some of the situations we moan over really aren't a big deal. We just need to toughen up a little and gain some perspective. Of course, this doesn't apply to everything you or anyone else is going through. However, in many instances, problems that feel as though they are the end of the world quite simply are not. We live in a prosperous time when even the poor people now, are often wealthier than those who are considered wealthy in another country. We become so accustomed to having so much that what once felt like a special blessing now feels like necessity. Many of us need to do a reality check on what we think we need to be happy. I had to do that reality check for myself a few years ago, because you do get, it's easy to get complacent and comfortable with the things God has blessed you with. How about you? Have you ever done that? Are you more demanding than giving? Have you turned blessings into necessities? Maybe the trouble is not God's goodness, but our ability to receive the gifts he gives us. Dear God, help me to cry for justice and fairness on the same things that burden your heart, and help me to take stride the petty annoyances of life. May God add a blessing to the hearers and the doers of his word. Uh, so, like I said, guys, just keep me in your prayers. Ask God to give me the wisdom and the knowledge and the ability to teach my son and my daughter. My daughter, she's 3. She picks it up well, but the only difference is my son was from me living in the world and when I used to be a nigga, and to now my daughter only has seen me as a black man, as a father and a husband and a black man. She only has seen me as a man. But my son, when I had him, I was a nigga. I ran the streets. I was low down. I was petty. I was uncaring and unfeeling, and I just only cared about what John wanted, and that was wrong. So I do take responsibility for um, the previous life I lived, and it hurts to know that his mom tends to make him pay for this or pay for my sins. Um, Even today, um, we got him a cool backpack for school and fit his laptop and all this stuff in there. And we knew his mom was going to take it, and today she did. She took it and was like, "I took it. It had some sauce on it, and his calculator too. I'll send it back when I get time." So, and he came home and was like, "Dad, my mama took my backpack." He was like, "I like that backpack." I said, "Hey, it's material things, but guys, just don't. If you're that parent, don't be that parent. Don't be that parent that hurts your child or takes something from your child to make the other parent mad." And now, taking a backpack don't make me mad. It's material, but it's the thought that you took it from him to spite me, and he hasn't done nothing to you. So, just keep me in your prayers, guys. I'm doing the best that I know how, and that's all I can ask for, just prayers, because I'm trying to be there for him and teach him those things that I didn't learn until later in life. But he has and this is the crazy part. He has the capacity to learn and do those things because we see him do it when he puts his mind to something. If he focuses on even a little bit, he knocks it out of the park. So I know he got the ability. So now he's just when he gets to go to visitation with his mom's at his grandma's house, he don't have to do anything. He can stay up all night. He doesn't have routine, no schedule. It's essentially she dumps him off in the house and does what she needs to do because he calls me. So the only time he called me is when he's bored and tired of playing the game, tired of sitting in his room, tired of sleeping, waking up, doing the same things. Then he'll call me. So anyway, keep me in your prayers, guys. Sorry about this long daily devotional. I just need to get that stuff off my chest because I'm struggling, and I know that we need others to help us get through things. So I'm calling on you guys to keep me in your prayers, as well as my Heavenly Father to guide me into being a better husband and father. May God add a blessing to you guys. Please be safe. Have a blessed night. Au revoir. A bientôt. À la prochaine.
Baby step 1, save $1,000. Baby step 2, get out of debt, everything but your house, using the debt snowball. Baby step 3, save 3 to 6 months of expenses for a fully funded emergency fund. Baby step 4, invest 15% of your household income into retirement. Baby step 5, start saving for kids' college. Baby step 6, pay off your house. Baby step 7, nothing left to do now, but become very wealthy and outrageously generous. This is the plan that 10 million people have used to get straightened up.